Oh, the green one is the Raptor.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Oh, okay. But the red would have
It's all the Broncos.
Doors are open.
So is there other crews doing something today or what?
So here's a first look at the Bronco. This is the one of two Broncos currently in Canada, the only ones, with a little peek at the Everglades right there. Also one of two in Canada. 37 from the factory. Beadlock capable rims. Reinforced tailgate. Different headlights, taillights compared to the Badland. This is a Wild Track Sasquatch. Side by side comparison in height and size. Rock sliders with metal bolt-on steps. These can come off quickly and easily. Some plastic sort of composite air vents. Raptor. Additional venting on the hood. Twin turbo V6. Rigid fog lights. Bash plates. Just a quick walk around intro here. The Ford branding on the front instead of the Bronco. Obviously the camera. Inside, very different dash. Got one big screen for everything as opposed to gauges. It's really cool. Thick steering wheel. Raptor branding. No shortage of Raptor.
Okay. You went around. So I don't know, maybe Virgil knows more.
Okay, very cool.
All right, so we're on the highway right now with the brand new 22 Ford Raptor, Bronco Raptor, and the inside is a completely different vehicle than the Badlands or any of the other Sasquatches. Parts of it is the same, the layout is the same, the buttons in the center console are the same, and the screen on the center is the same. Where everything is different is for the pilot itself, the driver. You have a very different gauge. You have one big color screen which has a lot of different gauges and menus to go through. Everything from the off-road gauges to the Raptor modes. You see the gears, everything is digital. It looks really nice. It's well done. Super thick steering wheels. You got manual pedals on here for shifting. And you got 4 more buttons that the other Broncos don't have. You can change the exhaust note from regular to mild to sport to Baja. And you can tune the suspension, how stiff or how soft you want it, how comfort you want it. The steering wheel feedback from normal to medium to sport again. And then you get the R button for Raptor. Again, this is where you shift it into Baja mode easily. 4-wheel drive, all that stuff. Then you get your typical ones, the normal ones you got in the Badlands, sway bar disconnect, front rear lockers, turn assist. It's red accents, so they have color coded everything. The Wild Track's having blue accents, the Badlands orange, the Raptor is red, and Everglades olive green. So that's kind of neat little touch to customize the interior for each model. My favorite part so far, I want to say, is probably the seats. They're really comfortable, perforated leather, two-tone materials. The power seats too, very adjustable, very comfortable, very good side support. And so as for the driving experience right now, the power, it sounds, as soon as you hit the gas, it sounds like it's going fast, but it isn't going fast just yet. It takes like 1 or 2 seconds before those turbos spool up and kick in, before you feel that boost where it kicks you in the back seat. Obviously it's turbo, that's to be expected. But the exhaust, it sounds really good for a V6 twin turbo engine. One thing I want to say at this point that I wish was a little bit different is that when you go into the modes, when you dial through your GOAT modes, or even on the screen here with your controls on the dash with the Raptor button, if you stop on any of the modes, say if you stop on mud ruts or off-road mode, it will automatically start shifting without saying okay. So you don't get to, if you stay too long on one mode, it will automatically start shifting. And I wish it would ask you, and you would just say okay to switch and engage that mode, as opposed to instantly do it by itself. Other than that, so far I'm very impressed by it. It looks good in person too. It looks like a beast, and it feels and sounds like a beast. It drives extremely smooth. And the blinker sound is way better. The other one is really loud and almost annoying, but this one is nice and very subdued. Listen to that. Baja mode.
While the power delivery on road honestly feels a little lackluster, on the trail in Baja mode, it's a completely different story. It feels like you're strapped to the back of a wild, untamed beast that just spotted a rabbit and you're in for a ride. Except you're in full control. Flooring it in Baja mode for the first time, this put an instant smile on my face. The suspension is incredible on this machine, even at high speeds. The only limiting factor is the loose surface of the dirt roads.
So we're now in the descent portion of the Martin Head Trail, and had a chance to test it off-road, and I checked out Baja mode, and this thing flies in Baja. It grips all 4 tires and it just launches. You can push in the seat, it growls aggressively, and you just fly, and it's really smooth. I mean, that's obviously what the Raptor is supposed to do, which is absorb the ground like it's nothing. It does that really well. And I really like the dash, as once you change to the modes, from off-road to Baja to rock crawl, it changes the background, the color, and the graphics. That's quite a neat feature. It also has on the buttons, you can adjust the sensitivity of your steering wheel in 3 modes. You have the suspension, the dampener, which you can adjust again from comfort, normal, and Raptor, or Baja. And the same for the exhaust. That's 4 exhaust nodes. The last one, the highest one, being Baja mode. So once you put everything, or once you take the GOAT dial into Baja, it automatically selects all those modes. Or you can just go in 4 high and then select which ones you want of those. If you just want the dampener stiffened or softened, if you want the exhaust note to be in Baja. Because right now I'm in Baja steering wheel, yet comfort for the shocks, because we're doing slow over rocky terrain. And then the exhaust is still in Baja, just because, you know, I like loud exhausts. But yeah, very cool Bronco. Love this Raptor.
of the requests from Ford specifically was to jump the Raptor, get some footage of us jumping the Raptor. To say the suspension took quite the beating, but it's exactly designed for that. With those Fox shocks with the live valve technology, those things are amazing, and the suspension on this is beefy and strong.
And we're back in the Raptor for day 2. Today we're taking it on to Cape Spencer to test it out on the Raptor's Rockway, as we've renamed that section of the trail for the event leading up to beginning next week. So obviously I'm gonna have no doubts that I will do perfectly fine. It's gonna not even be a challenge for it, but they want it to be tested, so we'll go test it and make sure it's good to go.
And as you can see today, we also had the Everglades join us on the trail. This is based on the Black Diamond package, but with a factory winch, a snorkel, and extended breather tubes, and some other hidden gems.
You could also select, in fact, Mud and Ruts is 4 high. I would actually suggest put it in manually into 4 low, so you can do it by pushing the button 4L on the goat mode dial.
Yep.
Alright, so it's now in rock crawl mode. My feet are doing nothing, it's crawling all by itself. The camera turns on automatically, which has the front wheels showing you where they're going to line up, which is kind of cool. And on the front dial, we got the sway bar disconnected and they get the rear locker engaged. This is automatically happening as soon as you put it in the rock crawl mode. Yes, you don't need the rear locker here, but you know what, it engages. So I will disengage it just because I really don't need it. And yeah, so the picture is different again in rock crawl mode. It shows you the pitch and the roll as well on the side of plus it shows you that your both front and rear drive shafts are engaged, and it still shows you your PSI as well, which is kind of cool. And plus you have your 4 gauges, so you get temperature, oil pressure, transmission, and fuel, plus the RPM and your mileage. So that's everything is on there on display, which is really cool. And the regular Bronco doesn't do that, which is a little bit of a disappointment. I kind of wish you would have showed it on the screen or there, but the Raptor does it really, really well. Alright, so we're driving a $100,000 Raptor through this tight, overgrown trail. I think we get dibs on, can claim the title of scratching up the first Raptor in Canada. First Raptor Bronco in Canada. As the other one is sitting on a parking lot right now. So yes, I'm pretty sure we have that title. It's one of 2 in the whole country. It's a wider wheelbase than the regular Bronco. I'm gonna go straight over this bump here. And it is nothing really, but yeah, it's really nothing. It's tight.
Ooh, this one is big. Wait,
Yeah.
wait, no. Okay, I don't want to go.
Definitely tight there.
Yeah, and this one is gonna hit there too. This branch, this tree there is gonna hit up the fender there. And what's she doing? She's pushing out this. Okay, that one is big. This one I'm fast. I'm gonna break it off. Okay. Alright, I went through that. This is can really tell the difference there between the width of the two. Seeing the fender of the Raptor and then the width of the Bronco, the Everglades right behind it.
Actually, the other one was okay to pass.
Yeah, the other one is skinnier.
It's really
Yeah,
skinnier.
yeah, that's a big difference.
Might as well have that deadline was there.
Now this is where it gets really interesting and where the Bronco really comes into its own. The sound that you're hearing, that's the trail turn assist blocking the right inner, the rear inner wheel. In this case, the right rear wheel. Now here, I get to a point where my front starts to spin. The rear is locked up, so I engage the front locker, and it starts pulling right through. This is almost a 180 turn. It would normally take, without the trail turn assist, it would be a 2 or 3 point turn normally.
This one.
That one.
Due to the sheer width of the Bronco, of the Raptor specifically, it gives you less options to choose a line. The smaller Bronco can pass on the left or the right side of that rock, but with the Raptor, I just had to go over the middle of the rock.
I think you should go back and
Dug this up somehow, like when he came down here.
yeah, and this one like just like on the bottom of
rock
the.
slider, yeah. 'Cause I drove over it, but like he will be too small to drive over it. This one here, came out of it. Right in the middle.
Okay, yeah, like this would be fine.
Should be fine.
And he is stuck now on that
And
rock.
everything- Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So engage your lockers, front and rear. Yep. And then just come forward. Keep coming. Okay. And now come towards me. We're gonna pass this rock on the right side. Up. And now hard driver. Yeah.
Yo.
Rock. Keep it coming. Okay.
Now, towards the end of the trail, this mysterious squeaking sound started coming from the Raptor. I couldn't figure out where it was coming from exactly. It seemed like the real left, but I couldn't diagnose it, and it kind of just went away by itself. Okay, now check this Everglades feature. Huh. Cool. All the Broncos ready for our event for the media release that was taking place the following week from date where this was filmed. Now, in addition to having the media drive the Raptor on the Cape Spencer Trail, the Raptor's Rockway, which we just showed you, they also got a demo here from Bob, who is a driver for Ford, who demonstrates on this closed circuit the full articulation of this tremendous suspension that's on this Bronco.
Also push your beeping button there. Front locker. Put your front locker. It'll go.
But it's sometimes off the lockers. So back it up.
Oh, this is for turn assist?
Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to do the turn assist, but it turns the lockers off.
Oh, but the front locker's engaged though.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
The front work.
Okay, try it from there. Little bump. That tire doesn't move. It just pins right there. Straight up this way.